Hello friends, this is Preeti Rajput. Cordially welcome you in this grammar lesson. Today we are going to see adverbs. Adverbs are the fifth part of speech which we are going to discuss now. So let's get started. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. See, its name itself suggests that it is adding something more into the verb, adding something more into the action word. It tells us how something is done. Where does the action take place? When does the action perform? And how frequent and often the action is performed. It modifies verb. Not only modifies verb, it modifies adjectives and another adverbs as well. For example, I walk fast. Walk is a verb and fast is adverb because it is telling something more about the walk. Radha can speak clearly. Radha is noun. Speak is verb. Clearly is a word which is describing to the action speak. So, clearly is an adverb. In the same way, Meera looks very happy. Meera is noun. Happy is a word which is describing to Meera. So, happy is adjective. And here is the word very which is describing to the given adjective. So, very is adverb describing to the adjective given here. In the same way, in another example, Madhu is extremely clever. Clever is an adjective describing Madhu. But here is one word extremely. This extremely is describing to the given adjective. This is adverb describing to the adjective. In the same way, adverbs describe another adverbs. Like here we have seen I walk fast. Fast is describing the action walk. If I write here I walk very fast. Fast is adverb we have seen and very is a word which is describing to the given adverb. So, very is an adverb describing to another adverb. Radha can speak quite clearly. Here we have seen clearly is adverb and quite is a verb which is describing to the adverb. So, quite is also adverb describing to the given another adverb. There are three broad categories of adverbs: simple adverbs, interrogative adverbs and relative adverbs. Now we will see one by one all type of adverbs. In simple adverbs, we will see adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of affirmation and negation and adverb of reason. Now we will start with adverb of place. Adverb of place tells us the information about the location of an action. It tells the place of an action. See, these adverbs or places give the answer where. If you ask question with where, you will get the word and that word will be adverb of place. For example, Ram looked for Sita everywhere. Where did Ram look for Sita? Everywhere. Everywhere is adverb of place. I am going out. Where am I going? I am going out. This word out and everywhere telling the location of an action. So these are adverb of place. Near, far, up, down, beside, below, between, among. These are the other examples of adverb of place. Now we will move towards adverb of time. Adverb of time gives information about the time of an action. When does the action take place? It answers the question when. For example, I shall go there tomorrow. Tomorrow telling the time of an action. Action is going. So tomorrow is a adverb of time. In the same way, you must come back soon. When must you come back? Soon. So soon is adverb of time. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, never, ever, sometimes, now, then, later, late. These are some more examples of adverb of time. Now next type is adverb of manner or quality. It telling about in what manner action goes. It tells about the way of action is finished. It answers the question how, in what manner action goes. For instance, my father drives slowly. How does my father drive? Slowly. Slowly is adverb of manner or quality. She sings sweetly. Sweetly tells the way of action singing. So sweetly is an adverb of manner. Adverb of manner can be formed by attaching the suffix ly to any other word, generally to the adjectives like gentle, gently, soft, softly, careful, carefully, rude, rudely. So smartly, cleverly, gently, such words are more examples of adverb of manner, and generally they put in the end of the sentence. See, adverb of frequency tells us when, how many times action take place, how often something happens. It answers the question how many times. For example, I take tea twice a day. How many times I take a tea? Twice. Twice a day. Twice is adverb of frequency. In the same way, I watch play often. How many times I watch play? Often. So these words, twice, often, these are adverb of frequency, like once, twice, thrice, sometimes, usually, generally, occasionally. These are the examples of adverbs of frequency. Next is adverb of degree. It shows how much something is done. It tells the intensity of an action. This adverb of degree answer the question how much. For instance, they were fully prepared. Fully, this word telling the intensity of preparation. So fully is adverb of degree. In the same way, Meera likes dancing a lot. In this sentence, a lot is adverb of degree because it tells the intensity of that action. Adverb of reason. It logically connects the conclusion with the argument made in the previous sentence. Adverb of reason tells the reason behind the action. It answers the question why. For example, I was stuck in the traffic jam, hence the delay. Hence the delay. Hence word relate, connect this action to the reaction. Ravi is not good in cricket. Therefore, we can't take him into the team. Therefore, this word connect the action to this reaction. In the same way, hence, therefore, however are the other example of adverbs of reason. Now next is adverb of affirmation or negation. They are used to confirm or negate an action. For example, I shall definitely go for a holiday. Here definitely this is the confirmation of an action. So definitely is adverb of affirmation. He will certainly meet you at the station. This certainly gives the affirmation of an action. So certainly this is adverb of affirmation. Definitely, certainly, undoubtedly, expectedly, unexpectedly, hopefully, these are some more examples of affirmation. In the same way, no, not, never. These are the example of negation. I will not go for the picnic. Not shows the negation of an action. Now we will see interrogative adverbs, another category. Interrogative adverbs, as its name suggests, they are using for asking questions. All WH words are used as interrogative adverbs. When is used to ask about the time of an action. For example, when will you go to school? Where is used to ask about the place of an action. Where has she come from? How many? This word is used to ask about the number of an action. How many children are there? If I want to ask about the manner of an action, we will use how. For example, how did she come to the party? to ask about the quantity of an action, we will use the word how much. How much freedom do you want? And to ask about the reason of an action, we will use the word why. For example, why do you want to meet me? So all WH words are used as interrogative adverbs. Mind it, same list we have seen in simple adverbs also. But these words we use to give information about verb. Here we use to asking about the action. Now next is relative adverb. Adverbs that modify a verb or refer back to an antecedent are known as relative adverb. Now what is meant by antecedent? Antecedent are words used for the thing or person to the pronoun refers to. Like relative pronoun, these adverbs are used to link subordinate clause to the main clause in a sentence. I parked the car where you have told me. Where is a word is relating to the two clauses in the sentence. I can't say when she will come back. When is a word relating to the parts of the sentence. I don't know why she is not coming. Why? This word is connecting to these two clauses in the sentence. When, whenever, where, wherever, why, these are the example of relative adverbs. Friends, here this word where, when, why, these WH words we don't use for asking question. Here we use to relate the two clauses. So they are called relative adverbs. After types of adverb, we will see comparison of adverbs. Like adjectives, adverb also can be written in positive, comparative and superlative degree. As we know that er and est, this suffix can be attached to the word to use in comparative and superlative degree. Like fast, faster, fastest, loud, louder, loudest, easy, easier, easiest, early, earlier, earliest. However, where there are two or more syllables, they don't get er or est. These words get more and most to form their comparative and superlative degree. Like beautifully, beautifully, more beautifully, most beautifully, happily, more happily, most happily, awfully, more awfully, most awfully, gracefully, more gracefully, most gracefully. I hope you understand the comparison of adverb. Let us quickly revise what we have learnt in this session. We saw adverb is a word that modifies three things: verb, adjectives and another adverbs. We have seen 9 types of adverbs altogether. Adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of reason, adverb of affirmation and negation, interrogative adverbs and relative adverbs. Friends, that is all about adverbs. Try to solve the exercises based on adverb. Thank you for watching me. If you have any doubt or suggestion, please write in comment section. Thank you and have a great day ahead.